Live from New York now, and John Trump once again lashing out what he believes is a political witch hunt.
That's right, Neve. About 4 hours of consideration in the first day of the first ever criminal trial of a former U.S. president, and the jury called it a day. They did so after asking to see more testimony on a 2015 meeting in which the publisher of the National Enquirer agreed to find negative stories about Donald Trump and quash them. They wanted to hear from him and from Michael Cohen, the former fixer of Trump, who testified against Trump in this trial. And that came after about an hour of jury instructions. And mind you, there's not a lot of leeway the judge has when he gives jury instructions. He's basically telling the jury what they can and cannot consider in order to decide whether Donald Trump is guilty. But Trump didn't like it anyway. After hearing those jury instructions, he said, much like what he said in every criminal trial he faces, all 4 of them, and in every election he's ever been in, this system is rigged against him.
Mother Teresa could not beat these charges. These charges are rigged. The whole thing is rigged. The whole country's a mess between the borders and fake elections, and you have a trial like this where the judge is so conflicted he can't breathe. He's got to do his job. And it's not for me, that I can tell you. It's a disgrace.
Yeah, John, let's talk about the mechanics of what happens next here, because there are, as we mentioned, 34 felony counts of falsifying his company's records. When it comes to all those counts, what exactly does the jury need to decide and how?
Well, each of those counts is a payment to Michael Cohen, a payment that the prosecutors say was to cover up the affair with Stormy Daniels. So basically, the jury's probably either going to decide that those are all illegal or that they're all legal. And then in order for this to be a felony, they also have to decide that Trump did that to further another crime. And in this case, the main thing that prosecutors are arguing is that Trump did this to cover up an affair with Stormy Daniels at a time he was running for president, and that effectively is a campaign contribution, and he would be violating campaign finance laws. That's what the prosecutors are arguing. And if he is found guilty, he could face up to 4 years in prison for each of those 34 charges. Highly unlikely that he would either go to jail or face serious time if he did. It's more likely, prosecutors say, that he would face probation or that he would face home confinement. But either of those are a big problem for a guy running for president. If you face home confinement, you can't run for office in all 50 states. And if you're on probation, you have to ask for permission from your probation officer, and that requires advanced planning. But exactly how this will work, nobody knows, because we've never seen anything like this before, Neve.
Yeah, we are indeed in an uncharted territory. John Hendren in New York, thank you.